Well, we've seen the overall girls' championship game, and a fine game it was. Just a few minutes from now, we're going back out into the court here at the Ferris Center for the boys' overall high school basketball championship. And I am fortunate enough to have with me right now the head coaches of the two boys' teams that will be playing for the championship. On my immediate right, Coach Bill Niven. He is the head coach of the Hope Bobcats, and those guys have racked up a 27-2 record this season. Quite an impressive record, Coach.
Well, thank you. We are really excited about being here, and it has been a real good year for us.
And the head coach of the Dermot Rams, Willie Parker, 33-1 on the season. Between these two teams, they've lost only 3 games. Coach, glad you're here.
Well, thank you. We're proud to be here. We worked hard, and we set goals early in the year to try to make it to the overall, and we were fortunate to live up to them.
I want to ask you both one thing. I'd like to get both your opinions now. You said you set your goal to reach the overall championship. There have been some things said and written this week about this basketball tournament. How important is it in the scheme of things? Coach, since you made that statement, I'm going to ask you to comment on that first, if you will. That you play your regular season schedule and you get up for the tournament in your division, and then you win it, and then you've got to get ready for another tournament. How do you feel about that?
Well, the kids wanted it. Last year we lost 2 seniors, and we thought we could have won the state last year. And so the kids said, Coach, we're going to win everything next year, overall. And so we're here.
That's why we do it, isn't it?
Yeah.
We do it for the kids. Bill, how do your guys feel about it?
Well, at first, I was going to take the overall a little bit low key. We set as our goal to win 20 and then to win the state tournament. The overall was just something that when we won the state tournament, we had to reset our goals. And I was going to take it a little bit low key, but our kids they're excited about it. They want to win, and so we're going after it, just like that was naturally part of it.
And your fans for both teams have gotten into it too. So what can you do? You got to try to go all the way. And that's exactly what's happened. And we're going to really look forward to the game here in just a few minutes. Let's talk a little bit about your respective teams and your respective styles. Bill, how would you describe your style of coaching and your team's style of play, offensively first?
Well, offensively, we are an up-tempo style team. We like to move the basketball pretty quick down the floor. Initially, we look for the fast break. If it's not there, then I feel like that we're disciplined enough that we can come out and run a pretty good half-court offense, too. But we like to run. We've got a very good point guard, Terry Wesley. And when we can get the ball in his hands pretty quick, we like for him to push it.
Seeing your team in action last night against St. Joseph, Coach, I'd say that your style is very similar to the one that he just described.
That's true. That's our main plan, is to push the ball up the floor before the defense can get there. We're not big. I guess our biggest man is probably 6'3". We got 2 of those, and we got a couple 5'10s, and we have to push it up before the defense gets there.
Have to do a lot of boxing out on the boards too.
Right.
Defensively?
We like to play a man-to-man defense, and we like to press full court. Now, we'll play a 1-3-1 trap or 2-2-1. We have to press, though. If we don't press, then we're not as effective as when we sit there and wait. But playing Hope, I don't know how we'll play them with Wesley out there to guard. This will be a different situation.
Well, let's talk about Mr. Wesley for a minute. Boy, that was an interesting situation on Thursday night. Shut down, I believe, in the first half and scored 20 in the second half when your team caught fire.
Well, he's the spark that makes us go. He did have a poor first half, and I say poor. It was a poor shooting half for him. But he's a money player. When he decides to make some things happen, he can do it. There's very seldom does a coach have the opportunity to have a young man like that, but he is definitely a money player.
Coach Parker, comment about some individuals on your team.
Matt Matthews, Kenny Hawkins, those are 2 fine guards. That's our strong point. We like to get our guards in on our offense, and in order for us to be successful, Matthews and Kenny Hawkins got to have a good ball game.
Well, gentlemen, I expect a thriller out there in just a few minutes. Go get them. Good luck to both of you. Thank you for spending this time with us before the overall high school basketball championship. Coach Willie Parker, the head coach of the Dermot Rams, Coach Bill Niven from the Hope Bobcats. Gentlemen, good luck. Let's go out and throw up the ball and have a good game.
Thanks, sir.
We're back live at the Ferris Center in Conway, Arkansas. We're between games. We've just seen Sportsmith Southside win the overall girls state championship by defeating their down-the-road neighbors Mansfield over in western Arkansas, Sebastian County. Jim Counts and I are just about ready to get started with the boys' overall finals. We're some 8 minutes out from seeing Hope and Dermott. Jim, we mentioned earlier in the telecast that we had 2 western teams in the girls' finals. We've got 2 southern Arkansas teams in the boys' finals, and 2 very, very fine teams and 2 very similar teams.
Very similar teams. I think you see a much more up-tempo game than what we saw previously in the girls' game. Dermott and Hope both love to get up and down the floor. They're going to play you baseline to baseline, defensively and offensively. I think you'll see a lot of points on the board tonight.
A couple of key players very quickly.
Terry Wesley for Hope looks very good. Matt Matthews for Dermott also looks very good, and I think those 2 will light it up.
We'll find out very shortly. We'll be back live here at the Ferris Center in just a moment as we get set for tonight's overall high school boys final between Hope and Dermott.
When you want low self-serve prices you can sing about, who's got it? Golf's got it. Plus cash discounts for extra savings.
Golf's got it.
And your Gulf credit card now when you travel also gives you the same convenience of choice at thousands of Chevron stations. And at home, handy Gulf car washes. Who's got more choices?
Golf's got it. Golf's got it all.
Wherever soybean growers have a problem with broadleaf weeds, when Basagran goes over, it's over. When Basagran goes over cockleburr and smartweed, it's over. When Basagran goes over tea weed, Jimson weed, and many others, it's over.